morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. We do appreciate you tuning in each and every day. My guests today, it's our weekly Take the Points edition, and right down there, it's Mr. Brian Turner. I got his name down there. There's one thing I forgot, Brian. Look at that.
Take the points.
Hey, don't worry about this guy.
He got the important part taken care of.
They know who I am.
Lucas Vaughan is here, too. I can't believe I forgot to do that.
It's our bi-weekly show lately.
Well, that's exactly right. We missed last week because I was on vacation, and we did it the week before that. Mm-hmm. Then we missed the week before that.
4th of July.
4th of July week, everybody was out on vacation and doing all kinds of things.
This is the sports doldrum of the year.
That is true.
If you're gonna miss weeks, basically the middle of July. This is it was All-Star Game week, I think, that we missed, right? Something like that. So yeah, that's not that big a deal. But yeah, we're back. We've got football coming in
real soon.
Weeks.
Real soon.
From tonight is our first game on
technically
on
a couple of hours if you count preseason.
Yeah.
The preseason.
Well, yeah, actually, for when we're shooting this, the preseason starts in about 2 hours.
You know, I never even pretend that's Friday morning.
It's Thursday. It's Friday morning. Well, I'll tell you what, we're pretending it's Friday morning when here in just a minute. You're watching us on Channel 3 over in Salem 3 or 99, here in Flora on 100 or 25. Same thing in Louisville, over in Browns, West Salem, Albion, Fairfield, Sisney, Jeff, Johnsonville, all over the place. Thanks so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it. What is going on around the area? Give you some community events to think about, talk about. There are a couple of fairs still going on and completing this week over in Altamont. It is the Effingham County Fair. They'll run through their order of business Saturday night. It'll be it for them, as they have harness racing today at noon, and then this evening they've got a couple of big old singing stars coming in to sing over in Altamont. At 7 o'clock, Emily Ann Roberts from season 9 of The Voice. I take it you boys big fans of Emily Ann Roberts, have seen The Voice several times?
I'm not a Voice guy.
What's The Voice?
Good point. The other one is country star Josh Turner is at 8:15.
Solid name.
You know the name? Have you seen?
Nope.
Do you know this guy?
Country either.
Nothing. Is he like a third baseman for the Dodgers?
I think that's Trey. Actually, Trey plays for Washington. So those guys are tonight in Altamont. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun at the Effingham County Fair. Even more fun, and I'll talk more about this as we go through the morning. The Marion County Fair tonight, they're going to have the Demolition Derby, and that starts at 6:30. I'll get a little bit deeper into that when we get going. By the way, tomorrow night at the Effingham County Fair, there he is.
He's a pretty dude.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he's
Josh Turner's a good-looking guy. Tomorrow
Most
night at Effingham County, it is the Demolition Derby.
That.
What'd you say?
I said most Turners are.
Just leave that. Let that lie.
No.
Next.
Moving on.
Effingham County Fair tomorrow night, they're going to have the Demolition Derby there. And at Marion County Fair tomorrow night, it's a big old Grand National Tractor Pull, and that'll be at 7 o'clock. What else going on today at Fairfield, down in Fairfield at the golf course? It's the FMH Foundation holding their annual, the 15th annual Golf Scramble to raise funds to help support the expanding growth of the hospital. That's pretty cool. The Golf Scramble will be held at the Fairfield Golf Course. I think they've got two different sets of groups going. They'll start about 7:30. They're going to finish up at 5. You want more information? You probably still could register. I bet you could still put a team together. Give Mariah McDaniel a call at 847-8297. Johnsonville Community Days get underway tonight. It's a big 2-day event. At 7 o'clock tonight, they're going to have the big old truck and tractor pull tonight near the Johnsonville Pavilion. 5 classes for the truck pull: stock, gas, modified gas, stock diesel, modified diesel, and open. Also tonight, there will going to be bingo, so if you don't want to do truck and tractor pull. There you go. Saturday at Johnsonville, a huge day. And I believe 11 o'clock they've got the big parade. We'll be walking in the parade. They're going to have the 5K run walk at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Car, truck, motorcycle, tractor show registration starting at 9, and they'll have the tractor show entry is free, by the way. 11 o'clock, sandwiches and drinks going to be sold at the pavilion. Ham and beans, cornbread, all kinds of good stuff. The Little Miss and Mr. Johnsonville pageant begins at 4, and the Fish and Petting Zoo will be there as well at 5 o'clock, thanks to the Sisney FFA. So it's going to be a big time at Johnsonville tonight and tomorrow. Make plans to attend. Speaking of car shows, we had Jeff Lathrop here earlier this week, and we talked about the big old White Squirrel car show, White Squirrel in Olney. That is tomorrow, Saturday. It's going to be the White Squirrel Saddle Club, 5th annual tractor and car show on Saturday at the East Fork Arena in Olney. Cost is $2 to get in, but it's well worth it to get to see all those tractors and cars and stuff. 12 and under is free. There you go. Gates open at 9 o'clock. Tomorrow they're going to have vendors and all kinds of things. Good time. Another car show, this is about that time of year. Car shows all over the place over in Salem at the First Baptist Church. So they're having a big old car show Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Here in Flora, 2 huge events, and I can't believe I didn't realize that this was going on until just today. The 75th anniversary of the Flora Elks Club is Saturday night. Yeah. When would that, what's the math there? 1944 then?
What's their number? You know?
It must be higher than 13. What's
1631 is the club.
I think they're 17 something or other. I think they're because they're 3 or 4 years older than
1659.
1659.
So real close then.
They are pretty close. The Flora Elks 75th anniversary celebration is going to be tomorrow night. They're going to have social hour at 6 o'clock, introductions at 7, and then a meal including pork loin and chicken, baked taters, green beans, mac and cheese, salad roll, dessert from 7:15 to 8:15. They're going to have speakers and honored guests till 9, and then Salt Rock Jones, the big band, at 9:30.
Out of Olney.
They do a good job, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Have you heard them?
Yes, multiple times.
Where'd you hear them?
Bruce City when it was still a thing.
That's no longer a thing.
It's no longer a thing.
There's something else.
It's a thing.
Is there something else in that building now?
If there is, I haven't noticed.
I was thinking that something had moved in, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I was thinking something else.
So you were past ER, correct?
I am a PER of the Fairfield.
And so is Jamie, who's normally on here.
Jamie is a PER. Well, Jamie's he's probably invited to this because he's like
He'll probably have to go.
He may have to go.
I'll be a requirement.
Because he's like a bigwig these days. What is
that, Saturday night?
That's Saturday night at 6 o'clock. However, if you get done there, you can go ahead and do that. Then go down to the VFW. They've got the Johnny and the Steel Herders are at the VFW in Flora on Saturday night. What else is going on? Well, today, 2 big national days today. The first one here, it's right there. Take a look. It's National Ice Cream Sandwich
It
Day.
doesn't have to be that, right? That's just an example of an ice cream sandwich.
That's actually not my particular brand of ice cream sandwich. If I was choosing,
I'm pretty sure it's the only ice cream sandwich I've ever had.
you're
You
kidding.
ever
me.
made a homemade ice cream sandwich between 2 cookies?
No.
You haven't had.
What is
You
wrong
haven't.
with you?
You're kidding me.
Oh, man.
That's the way to go. The chocolate chip cookie is the. You know how this has started? By the way, the original ice cream sandwich sold for a penny in 1900 from a pushcart in the Bowery neighborhood of New York. Newspapers never identified the name of the vendor in the articles that appeared across the country. However, ice cream sandwich between milk biscuits became a hit.
I would say so. And that's a good price, by the way.
1 penny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my favorite holiday is Thursday,
Yesterday?
National IPA Day.
That's, yeah. You know what today is? Today is also,
National Sandwich Day, I know that.
Friday is also, take a look at there, International Beer Day.
I can get behind that one too.
That's not just national. That's international.
International. Yeah, the thing is,
There's not a whole lot of international IPAs that are solid.
This is International Beer Day today as well. The first Friday in August it brings a toast to ales, lagers, and pilsners that put the international in International Beer Day. Some suggestions for International Beer Day: attend a tasting. They do have beer tastings.
Taste plenty.
I'll be
Get a
tasting all
flight.
weekend.
Many pubs and breweries will offer a flight of a few ounces. Take a quiz. I don't have any quiz.
I'm out.
Ask the bartender about flavor preferences. Just maybe go outside of your regular bailiwick.
I'm at the point where I'm generally explaining it to the bartender.
Yeah.
Take a brewery tour. I took a brewery tour last week. Brewery tours offer samples and all that kind of fun stuff. So yes, Thursday is IPA Day. Friday is International Beer Day. And did you know there is also a National Beer Day?
When's it?
April 7th.
So we've already had it.
We have already had it.
We got an international one and a national one.
But I got a better. The reason the April 7th is National Beer Day is because that's in April 7th, 1933. That's when President Roosevelt began the process of repealing prohibition.
I know a few accountants that also have an annual beer day in April.
Yeah, there are quite a few who probably do that. What's on Wabash? What do you want to watch on television today? There's a couple things.
Baseball.
Like I said, the Marion County Demolition Derby, that'll be tonight, this same channel, right here, channel 325 or 100, over there in Salem. Starts at 6:30. You might want to check that out. We had that last year. It was a big time, lots of fun. Couple of baseball games. No Cardinals today. No Cardinals. The Brewers play the Cubs, and that's a big series for both those teams. That's going to be this afternoon.
Can they both lose? Is it possible?
They cannot tie.
Ties considered a loss for both teams?
They cannot tie, no. 1:20 p.m., that's on NBC Sports Chicago, and that is channel 643. Later on, doubleheader on 643, it'll be the Chicago White Sox taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. By the way, the Milwaukee Brewers sending Zach Davies out against Jose Quintana. Too bad. I bet the Cubs fans would like to have Kyle Hendricks pitch every day.
Yeah.
The way he's pitching.
Yeah, the Cubs need this win because the Cardinals took 2 out of 3 in that series. So
yeah, that's the Cardinals with that devastating 15-1 win on Thursday night.
Yep.
That
was really nice.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm Bruce Dickey. That's we do appreciate you tuning in. Right there is Brian Turner. Right there is this
Some
guy, Lucas Vaughan. And we'll be back right after these. Do stick around.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Morning, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch. What are you giggling about?
There was no pause between that. None.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guests today are down there, Brian Turner. Right here, it's Lucas Vaughan. Look, it says so now.
I made it.
It says so on the board.
Congrats on the promotion.
Yeah, made it worthy of my name on there.
We're glad to have you. We're glad to have you folks, too. Thank you so much. This is actually we're shooting on the 1st, but July 31st was the Major League Baseball trade deadline.
Hard deadline this year.
Hard deadline, and we won't go into the discussion or too deep into the details why this was a hard deadline as opposed to what we're used to having, the waiver deadline, waiver trade.
There's no other movement. This is the movement.
This is the trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the movement. They killed the secondary one.
And it was supposed to spur a flurry of action this time.
How come that didn't? You would have thought. Well, what's the current line of thinking in that there was less movement here than ever.
There were a lot of teams that are pretty much already set in. Like there's a few still chasing the wild card, but there's a lot of teams that are already set this year, and either like with Houston, the big move I thought was getting Zach Greinke.
Obviously,
they're 100% in the playoffs already, 99.9 or whatever.
Yeah, they are.
So that was a move. It was a move they didn't mean to make to get to the playoffs, but there weren't very many of those teams that were looking at those 40 to 50% chance of getting in that needed to make a move.
All right, answer me this. You guys are aficionados of the National League Central. Why did he is. Why did the Reds trade for Trevor Bauer?
2 years of control. He's back next year still.
Got rid of Puig.
They just wanted to was it more to get rid of Puig?
I think both.
It cost them a lot. It cost them a lot to do this. I didn't think it was a good deal for the Reds because they got rid of. They had to lose Taylor Twellman to do it too.
Yeah.
So they got rid of Puig.
It was probably the best prospect trade. It was Taylor Trammell.
Pardon me, I said
he went out to San Diego.
Do you think that was a good? Who won that trade? Speaking of that,
I think Cincy won the trade, but Cleveland made the trade because they needed a bat. They needed a thumper.
Cleveland won the trade
Puig's a free agent after this year. They've got Bauer for another year, so that might be.
Cleveland needed the bat, and they got Puig. Puig's not much of a bat this year. They got Franmil Reyes, who
they needed two outfielders.
He's a big power guy. But
Cleveland's crawled back into that race with Minnesota.
Well, they're only 2.5 games back right now.
That's what I'm saying.
They were 10 out.
Yeah. They outfield was their biggest weakness, so they went out and got two. Mm-hmm. Yes, Bauer's a really good pitcher, but they were also.
Wait a second, hold on. Well, you mean teams could actually address weaknesses on their own rosters through this thing?
Some teams.
Hey, Oakland needed starting pitching. They went out and got two.
Wait a second. So you mean teams could actually determine that if they had a particular weakness on their own roster, maybe not enough starting pitching innings to finish a year?
Chicago went out and got an outfielder and swapped relievers, getting a righty and lefty, and
they needed that.
Yeah.
So wait a second. you're telling me that a team maybe with 55 games to go and already maybe a little short with quality innings eaters, you've got another 500 innings to eat over the next 6 months or over the next 2 months.
I mean, Atlanta needed to shore up their bullpen. They went out and got multiple guys to help with their bullpen.
Wait a second. So Houston, who has already this wonderful pitching staff.
Yeah, no kidding.
They've got this just outstanding pitching staff. They actually decided to go out and get maybe the number one former Cy Young winner and innings eater. Well, not that
And
much
didn't
of
give
innings.
up a top 100 prospect to do it.
So that could be done.
It was like they're number 3 and 4 in the organization, and neither one of which were top 100 guys. Yeah, it's possible to do it. Why? Where are you going with this, Bruce?
I guess my question is, I didn't. So somehow the St. Louis Cardinals had a rule that they could not do
No,
this.
let's not try that.
The Cardinals were excluded from doing this, eh?
Apparently. And I'll say this: given the parameters they set for themselves, where their top 2 prospect, untouchable.
Yeah.
You could argue whether they made them should have been untouchable or not, which probably not. But if you give them that parameters, yeah, there probably wasn't a move to make because there were only a couple of needle movers. Guys that are going to matter 1 or 2 wins in the standings.
Yep.
And if they weren't getting rid of those top 2 guys, they weren't getting anyone that's going to move the needle.
All right, so I will ask you then. So it's because you probably have a little clearer and maybe less biased head about the Cardinals' lack of move at the deadline than maybe Lucas and myself, who are driven Cardinal fans. And you felt the Cardinals should have made a move of some kind.
A starting pitcher, something. I mean,
had to get a starting pitcher. That's what I thought. Had to get a starting pitcher.
You unload one of those top 2 guys and go get either Stroman last week or a Bumgarner who didn't wind up getting moved. Yeah, you make that move. If you could have gotten a Greinke.
I wanted Syndergaard. Syndergaard was the guy I wanted, but I knew it was going to be hard to get.
Even Zach Wheeler probably.
Yeah.
Could they? Do you think? I haven't been.
But to get to that level of a pitcher, though, you're going to have to give up one of the 2.
Carlson or Gorman.
Yeah.
You have to get rid of one of them, but you wouldn't have had to get rid of both of them.
No,
right?
one of them would have had to go, and I guess they chose.
It would have had to have been one plus some other stuff to get to those top 5 free agent.
There's Harrison
pitchers.
Bader's out there.
Yeah.
Matt Carpenter. I can keep going on this list, I feel like.
Tyler O'Neill?
Yeah, I would have given Tyler O'Neill. He's played well lately, but I'd put him in with anything.
Then you lose your future strength coach, though.
Yeah.
And by future, I might mean next year.
He can come back.
Were you surprised the Cardinals didn't make a move?
I don't think that can ever surprise you.
Yeah, exactly. I wish they would, but did it surprise me they didn't? Not really, unfortunately.
No.
So
no.
In fact, actually, one of my favorite Cardinal fans, Colin Dunn, tweeted out at like 1 o'clock, searching the house for stuff to throw at 3 o'clock when the Cardinals don't make a move, or something along those lines.
Colin also said that this is going to cost John Mozeliak his job, and I said wrong. Because there was a concerted effort among Cardinals top management to put Michael Gersh out in front whenever it became clear that they weren't making moves. It was Michael Gersh that was going to talk to people about it, who is the nominally GM, but he had to run the team. I mean, he's got nothing to do with running that team. But
it's like being GM of the Yankees when Steinbrenner was there.
yeah.
I don't know. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more baseball. We're going to talk fights, and actually baseball and fighting the baseball fights. Some of them are good, some of them aren't good. There was a good one. There was a good one. We'll be right back after these. Do stick around. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Welcome back, folks. Thanks for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm Bruce, that's Brian, that's Lucas. And they handed down the suspensions for the great big old fight, the big old punch and go.
There was actually, one punch thrown?
Tuesday night. Was there one? Just one?
Few.
Oh, Leroy ran in and got a good one.
Leroy got one.
Leroy ran in and he got the good one.
Amir Garrett was...
it's Leroy.
Amir Garrett for the Reds took on the entire...
He'd had enough. It was over. He was coming.
The entire Pirates... The Reds and Pirates are really...
They don't like each other. Yeah, they don't like each other.
Last couple years.
First of all, what in the world was Yasiel Puig still doing in the ballgame? He got traded like 10 minutes before this fight.
Yeah, they had the graphic on the screen. Has been traded to Cleveland. Stays in the game.
Stays in the game. You got to think if you're dealing with Cincinnati and you're another GM, that's going to kind of slow you down on dealing.
Entertainment factor.
Bell had already been tossed from the game. The Reds manager, so there may have been maybe the guy that took over didn't know that it had happened. And
what do you think Walt Jocketty was doing up in the general manager's booth whenever he saw Yasiel Puig going crazy?
Yeah,
after he'd done all that work to get Trevor Bauer.
He probably goes, that ain't my deal. Trade's done. You better have Cleveland call him.
Janice, did we send that fax yet?
Yeah, exactly.
Did the fax go through? Did we got an okay on the transmission? The suspensions have come down. Keone Kayla got a 10-game suspension for intentionally throwing a pitch.
Like that he's the one that got the most games.
Dietrich's head. Yeah, and that's what got the Reds all ticked off.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what started everything.
That's dangerous.
Amir Garrett,
because he stared at the home run, you're going to try to end his career.
Stared at a home home run 2 months ago,
Yeah.
3 months ago. So, Amir Garrett received a game suspension for inciting the bench clearing incident.
I'd say that's accurate about what he did. He did do that.
Incitation
Yeah.
did occur.
You know, he was leaving the game anyway.
He'd already been yanked from the game.
He just went to the wrong dugout.
and those couple lefts just happened to come out.
I like how
Apparently, he's never seen Bill Durham, though.
the Pirates got. Yeah, that's right.
You never throw a punch with your pitching hand.
Yeah, the Pirates got out of the dugout and met him out on the field before letting him get into the dugout. That would have been cool. Jose Osuna received 5 games for aggressive and inappropriate actions. Jared Hughes, Reds pitcher, 3 games for intentionally throwing a pitch at Starling Marte.
That was the one that was at the hip.
Yeah, it hit him, and he got tossed in anyway. I wonder if the 3 games can.
I'm not a fan of throwing it. Like, I'm going to punish you by putting you on base. But if you're going to do it, he did it the way you do it.
Kyle Crick, Pirates pitcher Kyle Crick, received 3-game suspension for inappropriate actions during the incident.
Unless you're from the city, then
That
it's
was
Creek.
taunting. He got basically.
He was the one that got the left thrown
He
at
got
him.
3 games for taunting. Yeah, well, ducking and taunting,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Then Cleveland Indians outfielder Yasiel Puig, who was
You mean
then
Reds
a member
outfielder.
at the time. The Reds outfielder suspension for inappropriate actions, aggressive actions, during the 9th inning incident. Cincinnati manager David Bell gets 6 games.
He was not happy.
He went full Jeff Van Gundy, though.
Yeah, he did. He was underneath
He went
everybody.
after. Well, he went after right at Clint Hurdle,
Yeah.
and like
Who
threw him
just
to the
had
ground.
like hip replacement surgery or something.
So,
many fights.
What's your favorite fight? What's your favorite fight of all time?
My favorite one's the Kyle Farnsworth. The
Kyle Farnsworth as a Cub.
I'm not sure if he was a Cub or
was he a Ranger
or a Red then. He was a Red for a while. But he hit that guy, and the guy took one step to him, and Kyle goes, nope. And he speared him. Oh, to me, that was
Bill Goldberg spear.
that was the best one.
I don't
to me.
remember that. How about you, Weez? What's your favorite?
The fight where Robin Ventura won the fight with Nolan Ryan.
The fight with the top of his
Hit
head.
the takedown. You can grab and punch me in the top of the head if you want. If I can sweep the legs and hit the takedown.
I don't think you can count that as a win.
And how
I
old
do.
was Nolan Ryan? 42, 43 when that happened?
But I will take to my grave that Robin Ventura won that fight.
I know you will be the only person taking that.
There's probably one writer at Deadspin, but because that's what Deadspin does.
Yeah, that's right. My favorite was back in the 1980s.
Continue.
Back in the 1980s when Ozzie Smith and Jose Oquendo were at second base, and I think it was Kevin Mitchell came in Spike's High. Or one of the guys from the Giants came in Spike's High, and the Giants and Cardinals hated each other the rest of the year. They went ahead and played in the NLCS, hated each other then. It was just awful and ugly, but it was a great fight. Ozzie Smith in a fight.
Ozzie Smith, that
Ozzie
second
Smith
base
in a
was in a
fight.
fight.
Kevin Mitchell still had
I'll
one of
tell you
my
that
favorite catches ever.
Yeah, that one.
That bare hand on the
That was
down the
good.
foul line.
Speaking of, you were going to say?
Deadspin reminded me. Do you see we had a death in the family today?
We'll get to that in college football.
Yeah, that's a sad day for us.
That's a sad day. We'll get to that in college football. Speaking of college football, we're going to talk about NFL and college football when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. We'll be back after these.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, My name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
You don't want to be a degenerate? Welcome back, folks. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in as we are going to talk about a little bit about something that I did not really consider. I have never considered in my life until gambling became legalized. But now that
September in Indiana.
In Indiana in September.
Yeah.
Really? Will you be able to go to
According to reliable sources who may be 6'8" and related to you.
Ellis? At Ellis?
Tropicana.
Really? Wow. Well, he'll probably, if I know he's 6'9", and if I know that guy, he'll probably be down there doing it. Anyway, I'd never considered betting on preseason. I didn't even know they put lines on preseason games.
If there's a ball and people are competing, there's a line.
Highlight?
Yes, somewhere, guaranteed.
Oh yeah, guarantee. Highlight gets a ton of betting.
It'd be an offshore account somewhere, but
or in Miami. But the preseason betting, there are ways to win at this, aren't there, Louise?
I will say, caveat: if you are a casual bettor that does not pay a ton of attention, don't do it.
Don't do it.
But the pros will tell you betting the preseason is easier than the regular season.
Preseason is
softer lines. They don't.
As long as you're paying attention.
The bookmakers don't put as much work into it. And if you pay attention,
there's also limits.
They do, and that's the books. A lot of times there's like a $500 limit, whereas for a regular season game, it's
huge.
I mean, you can bet thousands and thousands, but for a lot of the Vegas sports books will set a $500 limit on preseason because they are so easy to beat if you pay attention.
And the thing that you need to pay attention to, and it's something that it's common sense. You would think you would do it anyway, but you just don't think about it. Pay attention to the coach.
I was getting ready to say, I saw you had an article. I haven't seen it. I'm going to guess coaching strategy, bet on the new coaches, pay attention to the quarterback rotation.
Pay attention to the number of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
In addition to the rotation, because I mean, if you've got a team with just 3 quarterbacks versus a team with 4 quarterbacks, you're going to get better quarterbacks.
Another one I kind of looking at is mobile quarterbacks playing in the second half because the offensive line is where you have the biggest drop off in the NFL from that first team to the second and third teams. So you're going to have a little bit better of a chance if your third string quarterback can move a little.
There are particular coaches that like to win in the preseason, and there are particular coaches that don't care about winning in the preseason. So if you get now, I'm not saying betting on the points. I'm not talking point spreads here. I'm talking betting mainly a win or lose. But
these are very soft lines. Like I know, like the Hall of Fame game opened Denver minus or 2.5-point underdogs, and now they're 2.5-point favorites.
The
you don't see
Baltimore Ravens,
5-point movements.
The Baltimore Ravens, John
Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh is 13-0 the last 3 years, and in the last 5 years, he's 18-2. So I mean, it's
Mike Zimmer's good. Jason Garrett, Dan Quinn, not good.
Dan Quinn has not
4-12 overall.
I put out a trivia question a couple weeks ago on Twitter. Best coach against the spread in the regular season the last 5 years.
Mike Zimmer.
Really?
Yeah.
I got it right.
64% against the spread or something like that, ahead of Belichick.
There are some coaches. There are some coaches. You know, the game 3 of the preseason is supposedly the one.
The game that might be a little.
Dress rehearsal.
That's where everybody plays. However, there are some coaches that don't do that. They're like Jeff Fisher, who's no longer coaching in the NFL. Shockingly, no longer.
We actually just missed Jeff Fisher Day a couple weeks ago.
Oh, 7-7?
7-9.
We got 8-8 coming up.
Yeah.
Jeff Fisher, he didn't play the starters in game 3. He played them in game 4. He didn't use game 4 as a let the scrubs play. We'll see who makes the roster game. He used the rest of the preseason as that. Game 4 was getting ready for the regular season.
I'm not a big fan of blanket trend betting, but has been money to made over the last decade or so betting the 0-1 teams against the 1-0 teams when the 0-1 team is the underdog in the second game.
Why is that?
Incentive just slide incentive to try to get no one wants to go 0-4 basically.
Yeah.
So that second game they
see now that was the thing. New coaches, you talk new coach strategy. Frank Reich last year, new coach for the Indianapolis Colts. Tried to set a tone, wanted to set a tone for his team. They coached real hard. They went 4-0 in the preseason last year, basically against, for the most part, coaches who didn't give a care. And a lot of coaches don't care. If they're you got to figure that Mike Tomlin doesn't care. He's had his job for 20 years.
Good example. When he started, and he's just a few years in now. And he's
4-4. He was 4-4 his first 2 years. Hadn't won since.
Yeah.
He's 0-8 since they went to the Super Bowl and lost the 4-touchdown lead to the
28-3
to the demon Patriots. So have you ever bet preseason football?
Yes, but generally it's the only way I bet preseason football is telling someone that I know that pays more attention than I do.
Oh, really?
If you have a guy that you trust that pays attention, then maybe
you're listening to them.
Throw some pizza money at a game or.
Oh, I see.
Oh no, I don't throw my pizza money. No, no.
But I mean, that's what it's a small bet. Yes, that's your pizza money.
How about you? You a pair that?
I'm not preseason. I can lose my money the good old-fashioned way with the regular season games. I don't need to do preseason.
I don't bet baseball very often either, but I'll throw NFL preseason and baseball regular season are probably the same for me as far as what I'm willing to risk.
Yeah. I personally, I've never even considered. I'm like you, Lucas. I've never considered betting preseason, but you keep your ears open. And you hear things, and they also suggested if you're into this, I mean, you can do anything on the internet now. Follow the beat writers of the teams. Follow the beat writers because they're the guys who are going to tell you, hey, look, Joe Bob's playing, and
Julio Jones ain't playing.
Julio Jones ain't playing until
He's
September.
Not playing any preseason.
And I
just like the Rams. The Rams, like last year, they didn't play anybody until the season started. So.
Well, Sean,
I've actually got a Twitter list that I follow that is actually just nothing but NFL beat writers. I'll try to send that out if you.
That's probably a good idea.
Follow me on Twitter.
I would. We'll come right back. We're going to talk a little bit more about college football. Maybe get a little college football. Might give you our review. We're going to do a review of both. It's our Siskel and Ebert segment. Which one do you want to be?
Siskel.
Which one's dead?
They're both dead.
It doesn't matter.
I guess I'll be Ebert since he went to university.
I would rather be Roger Ebert, but I knew you would be
I would have taken Siskel because he's taller and presumably better looking.
I'll be Cisco. What was it?
Thong. I sell a lot of Cisco now.
We'll be right back. We'll see if we can't sort this out. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details. At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
Dead mics.
Dead mics. Dead mics. Welcome back. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Actually, the mics weren't dead anymore.
Nah, live mics.
Live microphones. I'm having battery issues. Sorry about that. A couple of different little snafus. You wouldn't even know about it if I weren't telling you, so I won't tell you anymore. Just doing all that technical magic stuff.
They know now.
They know now. College football coming up. Anything you're looking forward to college football season there, Lucas?
In particular, no. Just in general. I just get the game started again.
College football kicks off 2 games 3 weeks from tomorrow, and then everything blows up 4 weeks from tomorrow.
I finally get Saturdays off again for the first time in 20 years.
You can watch the games, can't you?
That's the thing I'm most excited with this job change is I get college Saturdays, football
Working
Saturdays
for
off.
Paragon Virtues there. He's
that close. That close.
Almost.
Paragon of Virtues right there.
Paragon Micro.
I'm so close.
Yeah.
I was close. What are you going to do with all your time? I was wondering about this today.
I've got the man cave ready. I've got 5 TVs down there right now.
I've been talking to, I've had 3 coaches on. I've had Coach Tackett and Coach Green and Coach Townsend from our football teams that we're going to be covering. And I was talking to Coach Townsend. We were wondering what exactly you were going to do with all your time now during the
I'll still be at all
nights.
the Mills football games. And can I make a prediction on which one of those 3 teams has the better regular season record?
Sure.
It's Fairfield.
Probably Fairfield.
Sorry, Tackett.
Sorry.
Coach Green, I don't know, but
Coach Green, they went 6-3 last year, 6-4. So, and I think they'll get 6 or 7 wins again this year. Salem's going to have a pretty solid squad.
Fairfield should have at least 7.
They feel good about that. Yeah, they would. Actually, that might be a little disappointing for.
Yeah, 7 might be.
Talking to.
I used to always say our bad years were 5-4. Our bad years might be 7-2 now.
What are you looking forward to in college football? Who's
Clay Helton getting fired mid-season?
Do you think Clay Helton's going to get fired? Clay Helton is the head coach at USC. Everyone thought that he'd get fired after last year, right?
Well, they hired his heir apparent, who then left before he ever coached a game for him.
Hired the heir apparent who got a better job to go to the worst team in the NFL.
I don't know how you get fired at Texas Tech going 12 and whatever, other than beating Kansas.
Upward twice.
Yeah. He's like Baghead in Silicon Valley.
There's still no reason to talk about him at all. The guy is, I don't know how he's in that position, but.
Did you see his his anger this week.
Yeah.
By the way,
Why he was mad
what's
about
his
it?
name? I'm trying. I can't. The mind.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Cliff Kingsbury, head coach of the Big Red, the St. Louis, former
St. Louis.
St. Louis Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals. They've been St. Louis Cardinals since 1988.
Yeah.
But he got angry. Did you see that this week?
No.
Because of Madden.
He got angry because his coach's rating on Madden, he thought it was too low.
No, it wasn't the coach's rating. It was.
What was it?
It was his.
Oh, it's his face.
It was his face. He said he looked like a zombie from The Walking Dead, and so he was mad about that.
I was ranting at home about Kingsbury and failing up and all that, and Sarah's sitting there halfway listening, and she goes, "So how's he have a job in the NFL?" So I pull out my phone. I go, "Because he looks like that."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, yeah."
Because he looks like that, and he was friends for like 5 minutes with the guy at the Rams.
If you've had a cup of coffee with Sean McVay, you can get an NFL coaching job right now.
And are young. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works in the NFL right now. If you ask me what I'm looking forward to, which I will ask myself, Bruce, what are you looking forward to in the college football season? Illinois football is going to be so good this year. It's going to be just. This is the year.
I put out my power ratings this week.
Yeah.
89th.
Out of what?
130.
That's not bad. That's top.
90.
That's top something.
That's top 90.
Right there with Northern Illinois.
Oh, well, okay. Now the over/under on wins is like 4. What are you gonna? You're gonna bet the over or the under on that? They're gonna go 3-0.
I haven't looked at. I've just got my power ratings done. Now I got to go through
preseason.
schedules.
They're going. Take a look at the preseason. They're playing terrible teams. Thank heavens.
So if they start 3-0,
Yeah.
so they finish with
Then
4.
then they got Nebraska coming in. They're going to start 3-0. Then they got terrible Nebraska coming in. They'll be 4-0 after that game, pretty clearly, easily.
Terrible Nebraska.
Pretty clearly, easily.
Martinez is everyone's sleeper Heisman pick. Me, it's Jeff Brom, by the way. 30-1 odds right now.
I thought Jeff Brom was the
Not Jeff Brom.
Jeff Brom's the
He was a
coach of
Louisville.
Purdue.
Georgia quarterback. Yeah, we were just talking about Purdue during the break, so I switched to Jeff Brom.
Who's your
Jake Fromm.
Jake Fromm, yeah, at Georgia. Yeah, okay, well, that makes sense.
Because I think if anyone beats Alabama before the championship game, it's Georgia in the SEC championship.
That's the thing, though, to keep Alabama out of the championship semifinal, you're going to have to beat them. Somebody's going to have to beat them twice.
Yeah.
They're going to have to lose during the regular season, and they're going to have to lose to Georgia.
I can see Georgia beating them in the SEC championship, and then Alabama still winning the championship.
I've heard that for year after year after year.
This is the best Georgia team in a long time, though.
And they don't have Mark Richt to hold them back. I mean, that's the thing. Georgia's going to be tough.
I was looking through my power ratings the other day. South Carolina, I got number 22. They may not qualify for a bowl game with their schedule, being a top 25 team.
Well, which brings us back to the quality of schedule the Illini are playing. We're going to go. We got a chance of 6 wins.
6 wins.
7 wins. 8 wins.
Holy cow. The season got good if they get 8 wins.
10 wins. It's coming. I feel good about it.
I've still got a shot at my prediction when they hired Lovey. He gets fired before they make a bowl game.
Oh, well, he better get fired this year because they're making a bowl game this year. Speaking of fantasy, speaking of abject fantasy that could never happen or may only if dreams come true, both Brian and I went to a movie this weekend separately. Went to go see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Let's do a little.
Was that not a documentary? Like Fast and Furious?
What'd you think of Quentin Tarantino's 10th movie or 9th movie?
Ninth it's 9th if you count Kill Bill as one. Is how he does that. Really fun.
You did online a review, didn't you? Have you ever done that before? Did you do that ever?
Not actually online. No, I used to do some for a newspaper a couple decades ago, but
really,
yeah.
Back at the Clay County Republican or whatever?
No, Advocate.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I love Tarantino movies. This one didn't quite have the snappy, witty conversations, which is like the diner scene in Reservoir Dogs. I love that scene. It's just guys sitting around the table talking. It didn't have as much gore as some of his other ones do. It's kind of in the middle of.
I didn't have as much gore of any of them.
Until the last 20 minutes when they changed history.
What happened?
Don't tell that.
You can tell they changed history without giving too much away.
Now I know they changed history.
Now you can't do that.
Now I can't watch it.
They can. That's
out.
actually really good. Well, they've changed history anyway with basically making the Leonardo DiCaprio is now Burt Reynolds from 1970.
Yes.
Did you see the FBI the YouTube clip of
When they put out the actual episode, shot for shot remake in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
It looked like they stuck his head on the body.
Yeah,
maybe like they did in the Escape, Great Escape. So, how if you're going to give it a thumbs up?
Yes,
but Rotten Tomatoes goes to 0 tomatoes through 10 tomatoes,
and it was an 85 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think that's actually about right.
I'd go if I'm usually a 4-star type of person. 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. I don't like the 5. 5's too many. 4 is
just right.
4 to me is just right. I mean, it's if I'm Roger Ebert in our little scenario, I'm a 4-star guy. I thought Brad Pitt was outstanding.
He chews up every scene he's in.
Brad Pitt owned the movie. I thought Brad Pitt owned the movie, even though DiCaprio is probably going to be the lead actor who's going to get nominated for the lead Oscar. Pitt'll be probably the
supporting actor. Fun. Definitely go watch it. Could have used more Margot Robbie. The actual non-fictional characters kind of gets pushed to the side. I would like to see a little bit more of that. Although they did do an excellent job of making the Manson family seem both alluring and creepy at the same time.
Wasn't that something? That was very impressive how he made the...
I want to go hang out with these people, and then they get to the ranch, and then you're like, nope.
No, I don't want to hang out with these people anymore.
I've been there.
I was disappointed that we never got to see Raylan and Dewey together.
That's hurtful.
I really want to see Raylan and Dewey together.
Dewey from Justified, Raylan from Justified as well. They were both in the movie apart.
Yes.
Dewey played Charles Manson.
Yeah.
Did a nice job as Charles Manson, I
thought. 30 seconds he's in it.
He's not in it very long. And, well, he did a good job.
No, it's a giant metaphor for midlife crisis, basically, but...
That is exactly what it is. It's about... The movie is about Quentin Tarantino getting old.
Yeah, it wasn't a subtle metaphor either.
No.
And in case you didn't get the metaphor, they break it down in the book in the middle of the movie.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
When he's talking to his
co-star? Is that what you call her?
No, probably not co-star. Cast member, his colleague. To his colleague. But anyway, I'd probably give it 4 out of 4 stars. You'd probably give 3.5. I'd give 4 out of 4.
I'll give it 2 thumbs up.
There you go. See, what's the last good movie you've seen? When's the last time, Lucas, you've gone to see a movie in the theater? Did you go see The Lion King?
No, we go over to the Royal Suites over there in Evansville. So I went and watched the Avengers.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Did you see the new Lion King? I've been waiting to talk to somebody who went to go see the new Lion King.
Speaking of not good Rotten Tomato scores.
Well, that and
that was how I convinced Sarah to go to Once Upon a Time over Lion King was. Look at the scores on Rotten Tomatoes here.
Everybody, every review that I read, you were talking alluring but creepy. That's all that I've read about the Lion King.
Which might be the name of my autobiography.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Alluring but creepy. That's all I've read about the Lion King. It's just you've got these animals running around and talking, but they're animals.
I've heard some ruin my childhood comments.
I'll stick with the animated one. I'm good.
I didn't see either one, so I can't really tell you. I never saw The Lion King.
I finally got to watch Spider-Man last week, too.
Which one?
The new one, Far From Home.
Oh, that's a cartoon, too, right?
Nope.
That was Into the
Spider-Verse, which I watched a couple weeks ago.
What'd you think of it?
Into the Spider-Verse is probably my favorite Spider-Man yet.
I heard it was really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And then, as far as live action, this current run of Spider-Man is probably the best Spider-Mans they've done yet.
No kidding.
I mean, this is the first one's in MCU.
I like this set of Spider-Mans for sure.
Weren't you glad you tuned in to watch sports, ladies and gentlemen?
Hey, we saved it to the end.
That's exactly right. And
Hey.
we're giving you culture. We're giving you culture.
I promise it's coming. We got football coming. Sports are coming.
You're
What was
gonna
it
get
Dan
sick
always
of-
called himself? The pop culture czar or whatever.
Yeah, Dan Harris, the Pops Cultures are.
Sit down, son.
He hasn't come to the show. He's over there in doggone St. Louis. He won't make the trip. Hey, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll be back. We're going to talk baseball, football next week. College football's coming up. That's Brian Turner. Thank you so much. That's Lucas Vaughan. Thank you so much. We'll see you all next week. Have an outstanding weekend. See you later.